white and a blue. Warrior was flagship to the Red Fleet. At the time, that was the highest ranking fleet of all three. And because this, it was the corner here on our right hand side. As we do so, I would like to welcome you all to His Majesty's Naval Base in Portsmouth. This is the largest naval base in the UK, playing home to roughly 2/3 of the Royal Navy's service fleet. Now the first jetty of the base, the one currently here on our right, is called the South Railway Jetty, and it gets its name because it used to be as far south that the railway line here in Portsmouth used to extend to. That was until many years ago when it was completely removed. In fact, in World War II, the bridge that used to connect the train network to the existing network was destroyed during German bombing runs. So the train line is no longer here, completely removed now, with the only remaining part being the blue-fronted building on the northern end. That is the old waiting rooms. But with the train line gone, the jetty is instead the home to the big red brick building in the background. The building itself is known as Semaphore Tower, and this plays home to a group known as Portsmouth VTS. It stands for Vessel Trafficking Services. These are the people in charge of all the shipping movements in Portsmouth, going from the start of this tour right up to the movements of all our warships, cross-channel ferries, Isle of Wight ferries, and all the yachts and boats on our left-hand side. Basically, everything that moves around this harbour goes through the people in that tower first. Right, moving along folks, now coming up to arguably the most important ship in the harbour today. On the right hand side we of course have one of our brand new Queen Elizabeth class supercarriers. This is HMS Queen Elizabeth herself. Now alongside her sister ship, which is the Prince of Wales, they are the largest and the most expensive warships owned and operated by the Royal Navy. It actually costs the Royal Navy a whopping £3.1 billion each. In terms of size, the carriers weigh at 65,000 tonnes. They are 280 metres long, 70 metres wide, and there's also nearly 10 metres of the ship below the water. So she's about as physically large as possible. You can get into Portsmouth. Going any bigger than this, and you would begin to struggle to get through the harbour entrance behind us. So, out of our two aircraft carriers, the Queen Elizabeth here with us today, she is the original one out of the two. She was the first to arrive and did so all the way back in 2017, with the Prince of Wales arriving 2 years later. Since then, they have both undergone plenty of training and trials and are, of course, both officially in active service. This one, for example, has been in service for since 2020. Now, when the carriers do go off on their deployments, on board them, they would generally operate with a crew of around 1,000. However, that number can be increased. It can go all the way up to 1,600 should the carrier need to go into what is known as combat mode. At this point, they can then carry their maximum number of aircraft on board. Maxed out, they can house up to 70 fighter jets in total. And the fighter jet of choice is Lockheed Martin's F-35B Lightning IIs. This particular jet was chosen because, firstly, it is one of the most advanced fighter jets in the world. It's referred to as a 5th generation multi-role fighter jet. They have a top speed of Mach 1.6, which is about 1,200 miles an hour. They can fly to height of up to 50,000 feet. And all whilst doing this, thanks to their stealth superstructure, they're able to remain hidden from enemy detection. But the main reason we went for the F-35s, and in particular the variant, is because they operate a system on board called STOVL. STOVL stands for Short Takeoff and Vertical Landing. It means when the aircraft wants to take off, they'll use a ski jump on the bow. But then when they come into land, because 280 metres isn't a very long